Okay, now, since I'm a lot inspired, like a lot, like very much, we're going to have another reading with you. What people say about you, okay? Your surroundings. We are going to check out what do people say behind your back. Good card. We're going to see through. There will be 3 positions as usual, so please go ahead and choose. Timestamps are always below. And without further ado, we are starting with the first position. What people think about you. How wonderful is that? They don't actually talk much about you because they see you a little bit as an outsider. That you're a person who tends to have many chances but doesn't use them. The person who is very interesting because you have a lot to give, but somehow you don't do this. Some people may think that you're a little lost also, in a way. They might say that you're a little lost, you don't know what you're doing, and sometimes they gossip about the fact that maybe one of the area of your life is not that satisfactory as it could be. Okay. They also talk about the fact that you're very emotional, and right now at this point you try to hide these emotions from others. You don't show them as much as you did before. It's also about those people who tend to be very playful, very cheerful, but somehow have changed over the time. Certain situations, circumstances, you have managed to turn into a completely opposite person. Some people also might think that you're a little bored with life, with what you have right now, with the place you're staying in, with the family members, pretty much with life in general. So that's what they basically think. Okay. Second position. People are very interested and they actually talk about you because you always tend to travel. Okay. For those of you who don't travel a lot, you seem like a person um, who manages to run away from conflicts, but in a good way. You know, you don't turn the situation into a full conflict. You kind of like easily go away from it, you know, and you tend to have good communication with pretty much everyone. They also say that you're very smart and you definitely have a good intelligence level. A little naive, but you have overcome a huge road with bumps in it. They see this and they talk about it. They also might talk about your family members, that you travel a lot, you move a lot, not necessarily like travel as from one country to another, but you are very active, you're doing a lot of sports, you're moving here and there, and you always tend to amaze people in a way, because despite of difficult circumstances you're living in, and these are quite harsh circumstances, you find the way to be happy, to be that beautiful butterfly. And to see a butterfly in the winter time is a little odd, right? So you're like this little sunshine in the middle of this cold and difficult world. Okay, that was the second one. And the third one. Ooh. Some people say that your success have come to you very easily because you use You use basically esoterics, everything from rituals to asking gods to help you. So what they're trying to say is that you're basically cheating. You have a good life because you as they may call it, like, use the voodoo dolls. So they like to actually say that you're very successful and you have a lot of opportunities. There are always open doors for you. You always have the ability to improve the situation how you want it. Okay, and the interesting part is that they think that you do something for that. It could be a simple practice, a simple meditation, even 5 minutes in the morning, and you may have told to some people, you know what, I'm doing this morning meditations and it helps me a lot. And they're like, oh, that's what he's doing. That's why this person is so successful. That's what they think about you, and that's what they talk about you behind your back. They also talk about the fact that you're very intuitive type of person. I would say in here that you feel certain things, and sometimes, like, you might even come into the dreams of other people. Sometimes you might say those things which the other person thought about. So they really see that intuitive side of yours. If you practice here the tarot, the oracles, or any types of esoterical practices, they definitely notice that, they definitely understand it and see it, and that's what they actually gossip about a lot, because they're very, very interested. How come, like, how come you managed to do it? It's so interesting and exciting. So yeah, that's pretty much how the people talk about you behind your back. Okay, so thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe, and see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.